Okay, lean right. Oh baby. Okay, it's late in the day. It took us a long time to get out of camp this morning. It's afternoon. That's all right, I don't care. This area around here is just beautiful for riding motorcycles, and when that Sturgis rally is on, this whole area of the country, this corner between North Dakota, South Dakota, and Montana, just becomes alive with bikes. Right now, we've kind of got it all to ourselves. Well, I haven't gotten past too many times this morning, twice to be exact. We're only doing 60 and just enjoying the ride. Well, Linda was naming all the cattle as we drove through.
Rib roast, New York, sirloin. It's actually sirloin. Ham hock. Wait, that's a different breed.
Says, where's ribeye? And she says, oh, he's got a pasture all to himself. Well, this looks absolutely fantastic for convenience store food. Linda's got a chicken sandwich with everything on it. Nice big order of steak fries and a very thick cheeseburger. That'll do. Well, this is Sturgis. But this is like the second week of June. So nothing going on this week. Oh, Party Center of Sturgis. Woohoo! I recognize this street. This is the one that everybody cruises up and down on. I think you can only go one way, but yeah. Wowie. Well, there are lots of places to camp around Sturgis. Lots of campgrounds because of the big bike rally that they have here in the summertime.
Pull up next to the sheriff.
Yep. Iron Horse Saloon.
Seen these places on people's videos during Sturgis Rally Week, you know.
Just past the Broken Spoke Saloon. Okay, Linda, now it's time for us to stop and figure out where we're going. We didn't stay in Sturgis. It was too early in the evening and still had 5 hours of daylight left, 6 hours of daylight left. So we went ahead and pushed on, heading for Hot Springs, South Dakota now. Got a hotel reservation. Linda and I have spent the last 2 days in Hot Springs, South Dakota, visiting with a friend of ours, staying here at the Econo Lodge. That was an experience in itself. But anyways, today we're heading down towards Douglas, Wyoming, and I think we're just going to cross Wyoming. We have severe weather that we need to avoid. We had intended to do, Mount Rushmore and Devil's Tower, things that we've been to before, but just to show you guys, but severe thunderstorms today. So we checked the weather real carefully, and it looks like if we take a southerly route, we'll avoid the worst of it. So that's the plan. And we're just enjoying the ride anyway. And this has been a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun here in Hot Springs. Hey, this is a great tourist destination because from here, you've got those places, those monumental places. Plus you've got the Black Hills to the north of us, and you could spend a week just exploring the Black Hills and camping. And don't forget that in Custer, South Dakota is the Purple Pie House, which we always go to whenever we go through there. Gonna miss it this time. I got to put Linda's clothing bag on the other side. In that bag that you see right here is my sleeping bag and all my clothes. That's it. Linda's got one just like it. Well, Linda and I are just stopped at a roadside table, just taking a break. We just did 82 miles coming out of Hot Springs, South Dakota. Been a beautiful ride, but man, we needed to stop.
So, on this trip, it's the Shakedown cruise. But so we're still learning, we're learning how far we can go on a day.
Not that far.
Yeah.
200 miles max.
Yeah. Our butt tells us when we should take a break.
Mm-hmm.
We should listen to our butts. But also, we've learned that we should be on roads that has little towns along the way, so we could stop and have coffee or something.
And we don't enjoy stopping and seeing all the tourist attractions, even when we're traveling with our truck and trailer. We don't do that either. We just don't enjoy that too much.
Yeah, because we're right here. We're Mount Rushmore, Crazy Horse, and all those are around, and we don't want to go. We've been there many times. So.
That's right. Yeah, I think if we hadn't been there, we would probably maybe go. But yeah, but it's just beautiful, beautiful country.
Yeah, it's so peaceful, even right next to the highway.
Yeah, it's just nice to ride. Well, typical stop for us, because I stop every chance I get to get gas, even if I'm just a gallon low, because you just never know. I've got a range of about 140 miles on that tank, but just need to stop and put in gas. We're just going in to get something cold to drink, use the bathroom, that's about it. Well, I guess that's one nice thing on a motorcycle is you stop often. Well, we just went through a little bit of rain, but it was just a sprinkle. Little cool air right now, but it kind of feels good. I just wanted to say that it doesn't matter how you get out and travel. If all you have is a small car, I encourage you to just get out and travel. You'd be so much more comfortable than riding a motorcycle. But if you're a glutton for punishment, then you could decide to do this. No, actually, this has been pretty comfortable. The bike has been really nice, but it's not for everybody. I understand that. Well, we've learned something important. We've been gone for a week now, and during that week, we've spent one night camping. It was the best night's sleep I got. I slept for 11 hours. Me, a person that normally sleeps about 6. But it's not worth bringing all that camping gear along, because most of the time, it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you've already done a couple hundred miles, and you're tired of riding. It's too early to camp, it's too hot to camp, too buggy to camp. So next time, the tent, the sleeping bags, and the folding chairs are staying home. This is a really old, funky motel. We booked it on Priceline.com. Boy, we're about to get hit by a major thunderstorm here. Whoa, just got hit by a big gust of wind. But the reviews on it said it was real funky on the outside and real clean on the inside, and they're right. It's very nice on the inside. I'm going back inside. Yeah, the inside of the room is, it's old and funky, but it doesn't smell bad. Like funky like an old.
And it shows that they cared about it.
Yeah, it's all nicely painted and everything.
Yeah. And show them the towels set up in there.
Yeah, check this out. Pretty impressive. Yeah, it's an old room, but it's all clean and nice. And it's the cheapest room in Casper, Wyoming. We paid $70 for this one tonight.
So we're going to go to chase down some dinner at the gas station. So, and other stuff we need is a couple of more waters for the tomorrow.
Yeah.
And another nut roll because you ate mine. And stuff like that.
Well, let's get on it.
Yeah.
Well, one thing we've learned about traveling by motorcycle, it takes planning. When we're traveling with a truck and our 6x10 cargo trailer, we just take off in the morning, don't even think about where we're going to be that evening, because you can always stop for the night in a Walmart parking lot or a Cracker Barrel if you have to. If you get really hung out, you can just go park down in the industrial area somewhere and just go to sleep. Not so when you're traveling by the motorcycle, because you need one of two things. You either need a motel room or you need a place where you can camp with a tent. And we're finding that to be a real eye-opener on this trip. For example, for tomorrow night, we're going to be up around Cody, Lovell, Wyoming area, Red Lodge, Montana area, and the hotel rooms are super expensive, and we can't afford that. So we had to search around and find a place for tomorrow night where we know where we can pitch a tent. Planning, I didn't see that coming.
Now, trying to fit the tent on the back of the bike.
I didn't know you were going to say anything.
Did they scare you?
I thought this was a non-talking.
So, that was a nice stop.
Well, it was a long ride today, but this is where we ended up. Nice little spot for the tent. Linda's standing over next to a picnic table, and it's free. I like that. Plenty of shade. We're going to set up camp, and then we're going to go find food. I got to tell you, though, all the way here today, it was like we saw so many travelers at places, convenience stores, gas station convenience stores, and they'd just be packed, and there'd be all kinds of RVs and everything. And I was thinking, oh man, I hope when we get to Lovell, it's not, that little campground isn't isn't packed. There's nobody here but us. So that's a relief. And we're just leaving the town of Lovell. Linda and I had a good night. We had lightning and thunder and a little bit of rain, not too much. But we stayed nice and cozy in the tent. It was just fine. Today is supposed to be severe thunderstorms all along our route from between here and Montana, and so we're going to have to be real careful about that and just kind of keep our eyes open. But just see what the day brings. What a beautiful morning. Well, Linda and I are coming up on Bridger, Montana, just enjoying the ride this morning. I gotta tell you, the bike is working out really good. No problems whatsoever, knock on wood, if I had wood to knock on, but...
Use your head.
Yes, we're back in Montana. Yeah, we're trying to make home today, and mileage-wise, I think we can do it all right. Weather-wise, severe thunderstorms, like 90% chance. We got foul weather gear, rain gear, so we'd be all right. Our feet will get soaked, but we're wearing wool socks. It's the hail that might be bad, so we got to watch out for that. Well, we're currently going through Billings. I hate going through Billings. So many roundabouts, 2-lane roundabouts. You got to make sure you're in the right one, and heavy traffic, and lots of stop signs and stoplights, and I'll be happy when we clear Billings, all open road from there on out. Well, this is some of the prettiest country in Montana. We're driving west along the Musselshell River between Lavina and Harleton. Ahead of us, we can see huge thunderstorms, and they're predicting even tornadoes and heavy hail, so we're not sure how this is going to go. We're hoping we can somehow magically dodge it. We'll see. Well, out ahead of us, you can see a big black area, dark area, and it extends out to the right. That's the direction of travel for us, is that way. So we're not sure what we're going to do. Little town coming up in 15 miles. We're going to stop there, get gas, check the weather report, check to see if we can get a motel room there for the night. This is all forecast to be very violent, so we're just praying for the best right now. Well, we decided to check into a motel in Harleton, Montana, and that storm was just about to hit. We got into our room, grabbed our rain jackets off the motorcycle, walked across the road to a cafe to get some dinner. And while we were sitting there, it hit hard with heavy, heavy hail and rain going sideways. And we kind of watched out the window for a while and decided it was time to go back to our motel room. It was blowing 70, not gusting 70, it was blowing 70. And we were wearing our rain jackets and holding our hoods and making our way across the road, got into the motel room, and we were soaked from the waist down. The next morning, it was beautiful. That's when this photo was taken, and we resumed our ride home, not knowing about the severe damage that had taken place from that storm as it intensified and moved into North Dakota with many, many tornadoes and lots of damage and even loss of life. So, yeah, that was a bad one, but we ended up all right. Hey, you guys, thank you for coming along and watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you around.